Now we're going to be looking at problem number 2. Number 2, we have P, land has been purchased, Q, building permit has been obtained, and R is land to be used for residential purposes. So part A, and I'm actually going to a new page in my answer booklet because I like to start each problem on a new page. We have to write the following argument in symbolic form. So first I have to make sure I mark Q, using 2, so A, we have if the land has been purchased and the building permit has been obtained. Notice how those two things are grouped together. So building is purchased and the permit has been obtained. Those are kind of grouped. If that happens, if then, the land can be used for residential purposes. So if this happens, this must follow. So we're going to make a truth table for this, and they give you the starting point. They want you to copy down the truth values for P, Q, and R. So I have column P, column Q, and column R. And that was true, 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 false, 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 false. This one was true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. And you're just copying this down. This should take no thought whatsoever. The next part will take some thought. What should be my next column? Well, notice that we had grouped together P and Q. So I need a column for P and Q. Then we need to find out what happens when we look at if P happens, then R. If this happens, then R must follow. So let's break it down. P and Q. For this to be true, both have to be true. So true, true, they're both true. Both true. Not 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 both true. And not both true. Now, this says, if this happens, this must follow. So, going from this column to this one. So, did this happen? Yes. Did R happen? Yes. Did this happen? Yes. Did R happen? No. So an if-then statement means if this is true, this better be true. Now, it doesn't say what's going to happen if the first part didn't, so that doesn't really matter. All right. So all of these are technically true because the first part didn't even happen, so it doesn't matter. C. Use your truth table to determine whether the argument in part A is valid. For it to really be a valid argument, then you would really get all of them being true. So C, the argument is not valid because not all entries in the last column are true. D is next. Write down the inverse of our argument in symbolic form and then in words. Inverse is when we negate it. So, negating it would be just taking not P and Q not are. You're just negating. So, let's think about what we do in the next part. The second part to that was to actually write it in words. So, in words, the not on the outside of parentheses would be, is not the case. So, if it is not the case, that P and Q, so P was land has been purchased. It is not the case that the land has been purchased and Q, which was the building permit, has been obtained. I'm literally copying the P and Q statements exactly as they're written on the paper. So if it is not the case that the land has been purchased and the building permit has been obtained. So what we're really doing is it's saying what's not happening is that both the land was purchased and the building permit were obtained at the same time. If they weren't obtained, purchased and obtained at the same time, then we're negating R. Then the land cannot be used for residential purposes. Then the land cannot be used for residential purposes.